So is there a story about the necklace?
Yes. So the moral of this story is going to be respect the rainforest. And that was a mantra that the Loch Ness would repeatedly tell not just myself, but everyone who worked on the project as well. I think the documentary really covers how beautiful the rainforest looks. I think I even had to send a thank you letter to the producers, saying like, "Oh, you made it look just the way we picture it in our heads. It's just gorgeous." But I think what you don't see on a daily level is just how hard this environment can be for someone who's not used to it. The rainforest is owned by the animals. Like they are everywhere. So the snakes, the insects, reptiles, like they're all there. Even the plants have these kind of defensive mechanisms that you're not ready for.
Don't touch that.
Exactly. Because not only don't touch that, it'll go inside of you. It's not just going to sit there passively. Like it'll send its barbs into you, and you're going to have this really uncomfortable rash for many months. True story.
Oh,
So yeah, it almost feels like at some point it's like Avatar. Like oh gosh, this could be a very harsh environment if you're not used to it. And I think that it is the way I'm wearing a necklace made out of the vertebrae of a fertile ants, the deadliest snake in the Central American region, responsible for the most deaths, more so than any other snake, I think. I don't know if in the world, but at least the Americas. And why? Because it loves rats and mice. And when you're working in an agricultural zone, like where Noh K'uh is located, this is where the farm fields are. Rats and mice love corn, so they're going to hang out around the crops. And, the fertile ants, they're going to follow the food. So you have these very deadly vipers all around the main research site of Noh K'uh, more so than you would have in the primordial forest, because they're following, again, their snacks. So, me being who I am, I think there was a particularly hot day when most of Loch Ness are kind of clearing a good patch of the forest so we could start mapping. But they cleared in a way where they're just clearing only what's necessary. Again, they're very conscious of the environment, so they're only going to remove what's necessary. So you still have a lot of plant life around you. And, I have some macheting skills, but an 8-year-old Loch Ness boy could easily out machete me in any day. True story. And so basically I'm sitting there chopping this bush, just kind of not doing so with very much intent. I was really hot. It was midday. I think it was about 90 degrees, 100% humidity. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes because, again, they control the environment. I'm chopping away at this bush. And then a friend of mine, Loch Ness, comes in and grabs my arm and says, "Stop doing that." And what I don't see, because I'm not paying attention and I'm just kind of chopping almost for fun, is a 6-foot fertile ants coiled right in the heart of this bush, doing his S curve right about to strike me.
oh man.
Oh yeah, and he shouts, and everyone stops working, and he yells. I think it was Achkan, the Maya word for this particular snake, and everyone freaks out because they see that it's massive and more than more than enough venom to kill me many times over. So they have to stop working because they feel that this is a field hazard here, so they have to kill it. And the way they have to take this down is they would never go at it with a machete because they could definitely strike within 4 or 5 feet. So this thing is just designed to bite. And so they have to actually cut down these long logs to kind of nail it in the head to knock it out.
Oh wow.
And then they'll come in a machete and kill it, to kind of put it out with me.
Is that the snake?
This is the snake.
Whoa!
So they made about 3 or 4 necklaces out of these for, as a reminder. It's like, this is the one that almost got you.
Wow.
And, if it had bitten you, you would have deserved it because you weren't paying attention. You were just kind of sitting there whacking away. And, that's your lesson there. So
Wow, that's a great story.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.